Hey guys, good afternoon. Mr. Branscum here. So this is day 2 of us being in the library out of 5. I know I talked yesterday about please be perfect angels for the sub. Please get your work done. What we're about to do is actually our biggest grade of the week. Okay, so this is important, and I think it's the most important one we do, even if for some of you it may not be the most fun one we do. Okay, and that is lining out your $5 challenge. Now, last Tuesday and Wednesday we covered the $5 challenge in class. So you've had about a week to stew on this and think about what it is you want to do for your project. Okay. But let me just go over the rules one more time so we're all on the same page. Okay. First of all, um, each of you will be given a $5 bill, and your challenge is to go make a difference in the lives of other people, to go do something positive. And remember, there's really two different ways that I outlined that you could do that. You could meet the physical needs of people. Okay. This would be things like we've had people kind of do things like food drives or pick up trash at parks and use their money to buy, gloves and trash bags. We've had people do things like trying to think of some of them. We talked about the fact that there's a shelter for women who've undergone abuse to help get them off get them back on their feet. And we had a young lady that went to Goodwill and got a full dress pantsuit with the $5 specific to a certain lady. And that organization gave it to her and then helped her get an interview so she could get a job. It can get back on her feet, right? Those are really cool things that help meet the physical needs of other people. Okay. Or you could look at meeting the emotional needs of people, making people feel better, making people feel appreciated. We've had people that have done things like make cards and buy donuts and take them to police stations, or make mini cupcakes with some kind notes and drop them off at the Stillwater Medical Center. Or we had a group that actually pooled their money and partnered with an organization. This was one of my favorite ones of all times. I actually did a Halloween party for people with special needs, and they used the money to buy like refreshments and prizes, and then got a lot of stuff donated to help offset that cost. Okay, so I love new original ideas that have never been done before. But just remember some of these rules. You can partner with other people. I don't want your group any bigger than about 4 or 5. Okay, any more than that, that's a little bit excessive. Okay. Um, I don't, or you can work by yourself, or you can partner up in a group of 2 or 3. Okay, however you want to do it. If you partner up with someone, then you have $5 times the number of people in that group. So if you have 4 people in a group, now you have $20. And the lesson from that, of course, is that we can always do more together. Um, you can't spend more than $5, but you can take donations from other people. You will pool your money together. You are required to spend that money. Okay. Roughly $5. If it goes, a tick over, a tick under, we're not going to be picky about that. You have all the way into the last week of the semester to do this project. You're going to have to get pictures, you in the pictures doing the project. If you're in a group, everyone better be in some pictures. Not the same picture, but everyone needs to be in pictures to prove that. And then the last week of the semester, you're going to have a PowerPoint presentation where you're going to talk about like what you spent the money on, how you made a difference, and a picture of you doing that. Okay. The biggest thing I'm grading on this is 2 things. Impact. I want you to make an impact in the lives of other people. Okay. So I want to see that what you did really made a difference. And then secondly, I want to see that you put a lot of effort into this. That one is so important. Putting lots of effort into what you do. So like I said, if you do something as simple as like I went and bought a Lunchable for $5 and gave it to the homeless guy on the side of the street, I mean, that doesn't take a lot of effort, right? That's a whole lot different than the person who made homemade cards, baked brownies, and left them for the teachers, right? That took a lot of work. Yours, I mean, I could throw that out the window driving down the road. It wouldn't be polite, but I'm just saying it doesn't take a lot of effort. And so I want you to be thinking about that and putting that effort into what you do. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. So you've had a week to stew on this. Today, what I want you to do is actually write a paper for me. Okay. And I want this paper to be at least a full page, single spaced. Okay. I want lots of details on it. You have all hour to do this. If I feel like it's halfway done, this is going to be a 100-point grade for today. It's going to be worth a lot because I'm funding this out of my own pocket. I'm giving you guys $5 each from me, and there's 50 of you in ninth grade ag. So $250 out of my pocket is sponsoring this because I believe in you and I think that you can make a difference. But I want to see before I hand you that $5 bill in class next week that you have put the effort into this and thought through what you're going to do. So here's some things. I want you to do a page or more on typed out on Google Classroom. There's actually an assignment on Google Classroom, and you're going to give me the full details of your project. So some things that I would mention: are you working by yourself or are you working in a group? And if you're working with a group, who are you working with? Okay. Who are you actually trying to help? Is it the police officers? Is it the teachers? Is it the city of Stillwater by cleaning something up? Who is it that you're actually trying to make their lives better? Okay. I want to know specifically, and you're on a computer, so you can look it up on Amazon or Walmart or whatever. I want to know exactly what you will buy with that money. And I want specifics. This costs $4.99. This costs $3.99, right? If you're in a group and you say you're in a group of 4 people, then I better see all $20 accounted for. Okay. So tell me exactly what it is you're buying. The bulk of your paper is actually telling me what you're going to do. So you're going to go through in a lot of details and tell me exactly what it is that you are doing for this project, giving me details about things like who's going to do what role if you're in a group or what you're going to do. Another really important one is when you're going to do it. Okay. And so, you know, this needs to be planned out. It always frustrates me when people have all semester and they do it a couple, the weekend before it's due. Well, you probably didn't put a lot of effort into that planning and out and prioritizing it. And I recognize that some of you guys are busy at different times. Some of you have football right now and you're going to wait for football season to be over. I get that. Okay. But when are you going to do it? Give me the details of like what it is you're going to do. What's it going to involve? The planning process, every detail like that. And then the last things I want to see is why you picked that. Why did you pick that? Like you could have chosen a million different ideas. Why did you pick the idea that you picked? And then what impact do you hope to see? Like what good do you hope comes out of your project? So all of that stuff in one paper, right? And I'll be sure to kind of list some of those things in the assignment in case you forgot everything I said, but you're writing this out. I'm going to have to approve of this before I give you the money in class next week. You have all hour to type out this paper. Once you're done with this paper, you'll hit submit on Google Classroom. Everyone, even if you're in a group, everyone is writing their own paper. You can talk amongst your group members to make sure that you're on the same page. But if the papers read identical, then I know you did not do your own work. Okay. So you can talk, but you're doing your own writing. Okay. So this is a paper planning out your $5 challenge, telling me everything that you're going to do. And it's going to be due today at the end of the hour. Please, please, please. I'm going to grade this based on the details and the amount of thought that I think put into it. If you give me a paragraph with very little detail, then you're going to get a 20% out of 100 points, right? So please put that effort into it. If you guys have any questions, being this is a day 2, I don't know how close to my email I'll be, but you can send me a message and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you at some point in the future.